First section, rearrangement of the sentences. Yeah. Which of the following of 5 sentences can be the beginner part, beginner sentence? Why? Yeah. What did I underline? What are they? Yeah. What are the first 3? What is the difference? What is the difference between the first 3 group and this one? These 3 are abbreviation short forms, right? And what is D here? The full form. Coming to E. E is starting with what here? It. It refers to Union Trust of India. That is a pronoun. Of course, E cannot be used in the beginning. Directly you can eliminate E. Now, out of A, B, C, D, if we observe very carefully, we are speaking about one trust. What is the trust? Unit Trust of India. Can you identify that? First, that is a topic of our paragraph here. Now, if you look at A, B, and coming to C, these 3 are given with the abbreviations of UTI. And coming to D, a full form is given as Unit Trust of India. Remember, I gave you this rule a lot of times before when you came across rearrangement. Whenever there is contradiction of full form and short form like abbreviation, remember in 99% of the cases you have to use only full form in the beginning. When you refer to the same full form for the second or third times, there you can use abbreviation. Remember this rule very carefully. So here, since we are referring to the full form and the starting topic is nothing but establishment of Unit Trust of India, D can be our starting sentence. And I already told you, what does it refer to here? It again refers to Unit Trust of India. If you did not get that clarity, keep that aside. D is our starting sentence. Next, come to A. A is starting with the first scheme launched by UTI. B is starting with in 1978. UTI was de-linked from the RBI. You should be very careful with the verb that is given. What is the verb that is given? De-linked. What is the opposite of that? Link, de-link. See, when you already speak about linking something, then you can later speak about de-linking. We have to check if there is any sentence related to linking. Now, UTI was de-linked from what? From RBI. Check for any statement if there is any reference or linking UTI with RBI. Is there any sentence? Look at that. That is E. It was set up by the Reserve Bank of India. Established and set up. What are they? Synonyms. Remember, set up and establishment is both same. Synonym. That means this might be the continuation. Set up by the Reserve Bank of India. Set up by the Reserve Bank of India in the sense Reserve Bank helped this UTI for the starting. Now this is what we are calling it as a linker, and later we are speaking about the D-link. So what can be the pair here? Pair is a EB. What is our starting sentence here? Starting sentence is D. Next, we are remaining with the 2 more sentences. What are they? A and C. Now tell me your answer. In A, it is used with the first scheme launched by the UTI, and in C, we are speaking about at the end of 1988. UTI had rupees 6,700 crores of assets under the management. Means finally, we are speaking about the beginning part and also we are speaking about the ending part, like the establishment time and also at the ending time. Now, can we use ending time in the beginning or establishment time in the beginning? Establishment time, later the ending time. So what is another pair we can use here? AC. Now D is the first sentence. What can be the second sentence? E or A? E, because we are already using this reference. It was set up in the sense this Unit Trust of India was established by RBI. That is a rearrangement. So together your rearrangement should begin with D. D is connected with the E. E is already paired with B, and later you can start with the AC. Next, move to errors. What is error? The AIMPLB demanded the government punish those guilty of showing disrespectful to holy religious figures. There are two errors. There are two errors. What are they? Where is the first error? B. What is error in B? Demand to punish, ask to do something. Demand is followed by to. What demanded? The AIMPLB. This is the name of an institute, an organization. This organization demanded whom? Demanded the government to what? To punish. To punish whom? To punish those guilty of showing something. After showing, we need object. Object in the sense, in the object place we can use both noun as well as pronoun. Now what is given in the object here? Disrespectful. If at all, sir, adjective is there. So why can't we use adjective before that? If at all you think that is adjective, there must be immediately noun. Do you find any noun after showing? Any direct noun after disrespectful? No. So what does it mean? Showing disrespect itself is object. There are two errors. One is here you have to add to punish. Another one here, change adjective into noun. So here it is disrespect, here it is to punish. Next, move to 42. He referred to, underline this one. Remember, this will be useful for one more sentence further. Underline referred to. This will be useful for one more sentence later. He is a subject, referred is nothing but here V2. Is the sentence okay there till there? He referred to. He referred to something. What did it refer in the sense? What do you mean by refer to? Point something, show something, see something. Whenever you don't find the answer, you refer to. Whenever you don't find the meaning of any words, you refer to dictionary. That is refer to. He referred to something. He referred to what? He referred to A. A is followed by. After articles, what do we need? Nouns are needed, or we can also use adjectives. What type of noun do we need? Singular noun we need. Now, he referred to something. What is that? He referred to a 2016 international arbitration ruled which refers to this noun. Now, what is the noun that is given there? What is the noun that is given there? Ruled is a noun that is given. He referred to some rule or is referred to some ruled? Rule is given or ruled is given? Rule. We cannot use verb form here. We need noun form. That is nothing but he referred to a rule which found China's maritime claim to the sea. So answer comes with the second part. Next, move to 42. The US President Joe Biden joined. US President Joe Biden singular plus joined is nothing but V2 can be used. He joined something. He joined what? He joined Asian leaders. For what? For a virtualized summit. Now A here refers to summit. Now what type of summit are they speaking here? Virtualized summit. Remember, virtualized can be used as verb form. What is the word that we need here? Which parts of speech do we need in this blank? Adjective is needed. Why adjective? We have article A and we have noun after that, and in the blank we need only adjective. Now what is adjective? Virtual. What type of class is this? What type of class is this? Virtual class. What the point? So virtual is adjective, not virtualized. So error comes with the second part. Move to 44. You have to add the VAT down to the price they give. What is the parts of speech of have to? What is the parts of speech of have to? What is the parts of speech of these three words? Yeah, helping verbs. How many of you say helping verbs? No confidence? No? Verb. Which verb? I'm speaking about the type of verb. Yeah. These three are modal verbs. Okay. If they are modal verbs, what are these three? Remember this difference. Three have forms without two. Have, has, had. They can be used both as the helping verbs and also main verbs. Let me tell you one example. I can say I have a mobile. What did I say? I have a mobile. Now what is the helping verb that I have used here? Have. Can you tell me whether it is helping verb or main verb in this sentence? What did I use after have? After have, immediately I use the noun form, my mobile. Whenever after any have form noun is used, remember this have turns into be main verb. Now I have eaten lunch just before. Now what is have in this sentence? I have eaten lunch just before. What is have here? Here it is helping verb. So when have is followed by any verb form, this have is nothing but helping verb. When have is followed by main verb, that have is noun form, then that have is nothing but main verb. Next, again we have three more combinations. Have to, has to, and had to. These three are nothing but modal verbs. What is the rule of modal verbs? Modal verbs are followed by V1 or they are also followed by B plus V3. Remember this difference. If you miss that, you will lose the marks. Now look at this combination. What is given here? Have to. Now tell me what type of word it is. This is a modal verb. Now after modal verb, what is given here? V1. Is the rule clear? Yes. You have to add. You have to add what? You have to add the. After the, what do we need? Noun is needed. You have to add that VAT. VAT is nothing but like tax. You have to add the tax to the price they give. Now what is the one more word that is used along with down? Along with VAT, there is one word that is used. What is that? Down. Down is nothing but here preposition. Prepositions can be used with nouns or prepositions can be used with verbs. Tell me your answer. Prepositions can be used with nouns or prepositions can be used with verbs. You have one category. You have three questions based on prepositions. Do you remember? Do you have them? Not on the board, mean booklet lalla. Once check, you have one section on one type of this grammar. You have one section on prepositions. One check. Do you have it or not? After RC. After RC, you have one section in your papers. Check it. Don't look at me. There are no questions on my face. After RC, there are three questions. Do you remember? Do you got them? Did you get them? One is breakdown related. What is another one? They came together. There is one more sentence. There are three. Brighten up. One more. Yes. There are three questions. Yes. Can you tell me what type of structure they are? That is verb plus preposition. Now what type of words they are called? They are called as phrasal verbs. Verb plus preposition, nothing but phrasal verb. It's not new. It is only the word. Now do you have verb plus preposition or non plus preposition there? In those questions, you have verb plus preposition or non plus preposition? Verb plus preposition. We never have any noun plus preposition combinations. Remember, our answer is only they add the VAT. That's it, not VAT down. Next, move to 45. Would you like to have it if it had been brought for you? This is basically if clauses rule. This is if clauses rule. Okay. Here is if. Now looking at the sentence, we can understand one rule. What is the rule we have here? Had been brought. Now in the if clauses rules, had been brought is related to which rule? Rule number 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Right? Fourth rule is zero condition. Third rule is had plus V3 or had been plus V3. Had plus V3 is active voice, had been plus V3 is passive voice. Now, when had plus V3 or had been plus V3 is given, on the other side, what type of structure do we need here? Would have plus a V3. Do you have any structure like would have plus V3? On the other clause, do you have any would have plus V3 is needed? See, would is there, have is there. I am not speaking about would and have separately. There must be one combination of would have plus V3. Do you find such type of sentence? No. Now, Would you like to have it refers to present, past or future. Would you like to have any tea? Here would is nothing but used as a request. Would you like to go there? Would you like to attend the class? Would you like to have lunch? These all are request. Would and could both can be used in the request, remember. Now which request is this? Can you tell me? Present request, past request or future request? Whenever would is used as the request word, remember it is always used in the present form. So when this form cannot be changed based on second clause, but based on this clause, we can change this one. Now tell me your answer. Would you like to have it if it had been brought? Can you change it into present had been brought? If it is brought for you, eliminate had been. Would you like to have it if it is brought for you? That is the answer. Next, move to 46. The violence and the dash crisis seem to have triggered a stronger. Tell me the parts of speech of these words. Lengthened, verb and adjective. Protracted, verb and adjective. Lengthy, adjective. Tedious, adjective. Prolonged, verb and adjective. What does it mean? All of them are adjectives. Now, can you directly answer based on these parts of speech? No. Now, what do you need? Meanings are needed. Now, look at this. Strengthened and protracted. Both come with the same meaning of extend. Next, lengthy, anything that is very vast. Tedious is a dull. Prolonged is nothing but anything that is continued. Now, can you eliminate any one option which is not at all related to the context? The violence and the dash crisis. We are speaking about the violence, right? And is given after that same type of word is needed. So, can we eliminate dull here? Not at all related. Now, the violence and the lengthened and protracted crisis. The violence and the lengthy crisis. Remember, lengthy is only used for the physical terms. That means, for example, if there is any lengthy field, lengthy classrooms, it is not for the non-living cases, crisis, it is unseen. Eliminate 3, eliminate 4. Your answer must be 1, 2 or 5. Now tell me your answer. Lengthened protracted crisis or prolonged crisis? Any crisis that is for very long period of time. The type of long period of time comes with the meaning of prolonged. Move to 47. Despite the growing bonhomie is nothing but friendliness. This is French word. External Affairs Minister is Jaishankar and Pakistan's Foreign Minister. Now what is the context? Which context are we speaking about? This is political relations. That is international politics. Okay. Now in the blank, if you come to the blank, before the blank we have one indicator. What is that indicator here? A. After A, how many options can be eliminated based on A? How many options can we eliminate? Second one, fourth one. Why? A cannot be used with the vowels. So consultation, conference and symposium. Tell me your answer. Now there was some disagreement between these two leaders. So they decided not to meet or even exchange greetings at a dash in a Dushanbe. In Dushanbe is a place. So there is going to be some meeting in Dushanbe. These two people are not going to speak. Now tell me what is the answer? So they are not going to exchange greetings at a consultation, at a conference, at symposium. What is your answer? Conference. When do you use consultation? When you go to doctor, you have consultation. Do you have consultation? Do you have appointment? That is consultation. We are not speaking about doctors. One other word is there. What is that? Symposium. Symposium is basically a group of people who discuss on a particular topic, basically related to research, not politics. So eliminate even 5. Your answer is only 3. Move to 48. Changes in rules related to voting, vetting candidates and apportioning legislative seats in the city that was never fully democratic could seem less dash than more democratic actions to curtail liberties in Hong Kong. Can you tell me the subject and verb agreement here? What is the subject of the sentence? What is the verb of the sentence? Yeah, fast. What is the subject first? What is given after that? Preposition. What is there after that? Noun. Do you remember the rule of NPN? What is that NPN? Noun, preposition, noun. Verb agrees with first noun or second noun? First noun. Remember this rule. Now changes what? Changes in rules which are related to voting, vetting candidates, and apportioning legislative seats in a city that was never fully democratic could seem less. Can you tell me the verb form now? This could seem less. Now changes could seem less dash than more dramatic actions to curtail liberties in Hong Kong. What do you mean by curtail? Curtail is to reduce, cut short, make something short. Now tell me your answer. Less alarming, less startling, less frightening, less distressing, less dangerous. Of course, we need an adjective here. Then more dramatic actions. Now tell me your answer. What do you mean by alarming? Alarming is nothing but anything that is worrying. Anything that is at the edge of extinction, that is worrying period. Startling. What do you mean by startle? When you get shocked, that is startle. Frightening in the sense related to fear. When you are afraid, you are frightened. Distressing is nothing but related to sad. Dangerous, almost related to alarming. Now, can you eliminate any two options which are not at all related to this one? Related to legislative seats or political related? Look at this. Sad and fear. Both of them are not contextual. Your answer is 1, 2 or 3. Startling is nothing but anything that anything that is very shocking, surprising and all. Positive cannot be used. Now alarming or dangerous. This could seem less dash than more dramatic actions. See, remember, we are comparing than more dramatic actions. What is the parts of speech of actions here? Noun form. We are comparing what type of words here? We are comparing two noun combinations. So out of these two, can you tell me which can be used as a noun? Alarming or dangerous? Alarming. That's your answer. Next. Move to 55. What is the meaning of the word burgeoning? Burgeon. Anything that is flourishing, increasing, growing, swelling. We need opposite. Once look at this. Growing. What is the parts of speech of growing here? ing. Same case. V4. That comes with synonym. Common, unique, dipping, retarding. We have to go with the opposite of growing. What is the opposite of growing here? Common, not related. Unique, not related. Now dipping or retarding. What do you mean by dip? Dip, there must be substance when you use the word dip. You dip something into water, into liquid. That is dipping. Of course, it is going down only. We have one more word here. What is that? Retarding. Retarding is something which becomes less or small, slowly. So opposite of growing can only be used with retarding. Next, move to 56. This is phrasal verb section. Tell me your answer. Read the sentence and tell me the answer. They got caught quite easily as the runaway car dashed after a few miles. See, there are some like one or two thieves who stole some car and they are on the run. Now after going for some miles, their car stopped. So after that, police went and caught them. They arrested them. Now the word that is given here highlighted is broke at. Now options that are given are broke off, broke down, broke up, broke by. We don't have any word as broke by. Eliminate that. Now broke at, it is followed by directly noun form, remember, and also it refers to some time or place. Next one, broke off. What do you mean by broke off? Broke off, anything that gets separated. Okay, when any glass item falls on the floor, it gets a break off. Off is always a negative word, remember. Next, broke down and broke up. You know this word, right? Broke up. What is the V1 form for that? Break up. Break up broke up. Okay, that one. Next one, broke down. Broke down has two meanings. One meaning of breakdown or broke down is when you become too much emotional looking at something. You are out of control. For example, when you look at your results, the people who get good results, they break down looking at the results. Ammaya, batkipena. Some people, if they don't get proper results, they break down. She got it. See, people don't have the the type of sadness because they lost the exam. They they get feelings that they become emotional because somebody else got it. Yes or no? This of course happens with you people. Now tell me your answer. Broke down or break up? We have one more meaning for broke down. Another meaning for broke down is when something stops working. When some machine stops working, that is also breakdown. Now here we are speaking about what here? We are speaking about the car which stopped after going for some miles. Now tell me your answer. What is your answer? Next, motor 57. Brighten up. Tell me your answer. She put some flowers to the vase to brighten the room up. Can you eliminate any one option using the word to? After to, what do we need here? V1. Brighten is V1, remember. Bright is nothing but adjective. To, of course, it is also followed by ing, but it is not meaningful. To brighten, both of them are okay. To brighten the room up, to brighten the room off, to brighten the room on. Just before I told you, off is used in which terms? Negative terms. See, the room is already very colorful. Now, to the color, she added some more color by bringing the flowers in. Now, it is not negative, eliminate. Now, tell me your answer. Brighten up or brighten on? Brighten up only. When something is made more colorful, that is nothing but a brighten up. So, answer comes only with a no correction required. Motor 58. Brought along. Bring along. What do you mean bring along? What do you mean bring along? When you take something with you after going somewhere, that is nothing but bring along. You bring along some vegetables after going to the vegetable market. The disaster brought the local community along. What? Can we use that or not? Remember, we have another options here. Brought to, brought for, brought together, brought off. Tell me your answer. There was some disaster. After the disaster, everybody got united. Since then, they started to come together. Now, what is the meaning? They brought together. Because of disasters, everybody came together. Next, motor 59. Rearrangement of the words. By arrangements with the arrangement with Chinese government, a branch of the established maritime customs have been imperial there for a collection of duties upon goods coming from or going to the interior. Can you tell me any one or two words which are fixed in its position? Yeah. Any one or two options which are fixed in their position? The collection of duties. Can we use any other alternative here? Not possible. That means C is fixed in its position. Next, what else we have here? Look at the D. Duties upon goods coming from or going to. So D is fixed in its position. That means your option should have C and D at the ending. Tell me such kind of answer. First one. That is the answer. Move to 60. In order to state the circuit judges, the jurisdiction has established by special acts, inferior courts, generally with criminal legislature, not only in 9 countries of the relief. Can you tell me any one word that is not correct in its position? Not correct in its position. After the, what do we need? Noun is needed. What is the relief parts of speech here? V1. Now, can you check any place where we can place V1? Where is that place? After to, what we can use here? V1. So once change, in order to relieve the circuit judges, the jurisdiction has established, the legislature has established. Some special acts are established. Who can establish the acts? Jurisdiction or legislature? Legislature brings up new rules, not jurisdiction. And whatever the rules that are brought up by the legislature, those rules are followed by jurisdiction. That is the order we have. So in the beginning it must begin with a D, and in the second place we have to go with a C. Now tell me DC in the beginning. Where is that answer? Fifth one. Next, move to 61. Each legislative apportionment of Baltimore. If you ever have heard this word, then you can get the answer. Each legislative apportionment, each legislative delegates, each legislative entitled, each legislative district. Can you tell me any one word that is fixed in its position? Can you tell me any one word which is fixed in its position? Just before I told you in the beginning, modal verbs are followed by V1 or a B plus V3. Maybe is followed by what here? V3, that is fixed. So what does it mean? In the third place we need C as it is. Now coming to the beginning one, each legislative appointment of Baltimore. Now tell me your answer. Each legislative delegates or each legislative district? Baltimore is a place. In that place there are some districts. This is a state. This is a place. In that place there are districts. So D must be used in the beginning and C must be used in the third place. Now where is such kind of sentence? Where is such kind of word here? Comes with only 5. Let us check with B and A. B is used with the delegates. Once look at this. The number of delegates. Is that clear? The number of delegates to which the largest country shall or may be entitled. So B place can also be used in the second one, and remaining one is only A at the end. Answer comes with 5. Next, move to 62. I told you to remember one word in the beginning. What is that word? I told you to underline one word in the beginning, in the starting. Referred to. Do you remember? The same combination, there is one more word, that is nothing but added. Added is also followed by 2. Where is 2 after the blank? Tell me. On is the 2 of which? Tell me your answer. B, second place. So A must be used in the second place. Now tell me your answer. It was solemnly. Was is followed by V3 or V4? Now tell me. What is your answer? Promulgated, provisions or tendencies? What can be used? Promulgated. Yes or no? After was we can use a promulgated. So it comes with a BA in the beginning. How many options we have with the BA? Only first one. Let us check with the remaining options. DC. Check with the DC. D must be used in the third place. Unilateral provisions of the Galician tendencies which were known as the organic articles. Remaining 2 are good. You can go with only first one. Next, move to 63. Rearrangement of the words, sentences. Tell me any 2 sentences which cannot be used at the ending. C. Anything else? A. Australian. Can you tell me the parts of speech of the word Australian? Parts of speech of the word Australian. What is the parts of speech of this word now? That is noun. India. What is the parts of speech? Indian, adjective. Remember, Australian is noun. We need continuation. That means B cannot be used at the ending. Eliminate 2, eliminate 3. Next, which have been. We need continuation or not? Yes. So can we eliminate one more option here? C is out. Now your answer is 4 or 5. Now, which have been. Tell me the continuation. Which have been the unexpected. Which have been a recovery. Which have been able to find. Tell me your answer. Which have been able to find. Now in these 2 sentences, 2 options, we have CD and CD. And we need to still find out the connection for this. Australian, continuation. Australian, the unexpected. Australian, coal mining. Out of these 2, which one is correct? Australian, coal mining. So B must be connected with the C. So pair must be B, C, D. Again we have B, C, D. Now tell me, A is the beginner or, sorry, B is the beginner or A is the beginner? What is given with A? The unexpected coal price revival has sparked something. Has sparked what? Has sparked a recovery. Spark is nothing but started. It started a recovery in the share price of Australian coal mining companies, which have been able to find markets to replace China. What does it mean? Your rearrangement is only A, B, C, D. Move to 64. Again, tell me any one sentence that cannot be used at the ending. Yeah. Huh? Once look at B. The word is ending with, sentence is ending with a apostrophe. Apostrophe of S always followed by noun form. Remember this rule. Okay. Now, noun form in the sense, where is that noun form? In May 2020, the World Health Organization's Director General, World Organizations, Health Organizations and Independent, tarvata organizations to ascertain. Tell me one perfect combination that we can use. Organizations director. So it should be used with a BA. Now tell me, Director General had convened. Convened is followed by 2. So where is the 2 option? Tell me. Used with a D. So it must be BAD. What else is remaining? C is remaining. Now C is the ending or C is the continuation? Can you find this BAD? What is that? Sorry. BA is one pair, right? Now convened is paired with the convened an independent panel for preparedness. Okay, to ascertain. Okay, got it. Once look at this. This is all the phrase in between. The general had convened something. Convened an independent panel for pandemic preparedness. He convened all this to ascertain the global response to the pandemic. So rearrangement should be used with a BA. We can directly use D, but there is some phrase in between. So add with a BAC, and A of course finally connects with a D. So it must be used with a BACD. Where is that BACD? Comes with a 3. Next, move to 65. Tell me your answer. Once look at this. India's 1.38 billion population, billion into billion days earlier. Tell me your answer. Billion population. What is the pair here? BA. Next, come to D. D is used with TOR. TOR is followed by, remember, into. Now what is another pair here? D with C. Now we have BADC. With these pairs we have 2 options. What are they? Can you tell me? Second option is there as well as fifth option is there. Now tell me your answer. B is the beginner or D is the beginner? If you use B, as of May 16, 10.3% of India's 1.38 billion population had received at least 1 dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Coming to D, days earlier, the Lancet had run an editorial that tore into India's muddled vaccination policy. See, Lancet is nothing but an editorial. It is an organization which has released an editorial. It is just like a research. Now, in that research, it had researched into India's muddled vaccination policy, where it has witnessed nearly 10.3% of the India's population had received a dose of COVID-19. So, this research finally found out this result. So, what does it mean? It should begin with only D, and finally we can pair with a BA. So, answer comes with only 5. Thank you.